305 pounds, The Undertaker.
The Undertaker has been in the World Wrestling Federation for 11 years. 11 years of earning the respect of everyone he's ever come in contact with. But for some reason, he thinks that he hasn't been respected enough.
Wait a minute. I was just about to ask, why hasn't he, in the 11 years that he's been here, earned that respect that he deserves? Why hasn't he, JR?
I don't agree, King. I think he's been given a great deal of respect.
Well, did you see that sign? Did you just see that sign? American kiss ass? Look at that.
A lot of fans have lost a lot of respect for The Undertaker over his actions in the last few weeks. Is endorsing Mr. McMahon's management philosophy.
From Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 230 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Rob Van Dam.
This match, no disqualifications, no countouts. Falls count anywhere, and it is for RVD's hardcore title. And you gotta wonder if RVD can thwart The Undertaker's physical and punishing ground attack, because you know The Undertaker's coming with it.
Not only that, this is a hardcore title match, JR. That means anything goes. It's not gonna just be a physical ground attack from The Undertaker. I mean, he might just run over RVD with his motorcycle or something.
We found out on MTV's Heat.
Listen to this.
And this would be a hardcore title match, as the fans here in San Diego absolutely jammed to the rafters, as the late great Gorilla Monsoon would say, showing their support for RVD, who must hit and run, folks, in his attempt to keep The Undertaker off balance here. And RVD's got to take some chances, and that is a mild or gross understatement, quite frankly.
Yeah, you got that right, Whoop.
Undertaker, look at that big knockout right hand. RVD trying to get underneath The Undertaker. Van Dam, a very unusual, extraordinary offensive style. And The Undertaker, the big elbow.
Now you got to admit, that wasn't unusual or extraordinary. It was stupid. I mean, you know, he's got the upper hand on The Undertaker for a second. All of a sudden, he wants to do a backflip, cartwheel, some sort of stupid thing there, and he gets a big boot in his face.
Van Dam off the top, catching The Undertaker up high, got a near fall out of it, and Van Dam comes with those educated feet and the spinning heel kick, knocking down The Undertaker. And there's a cover and another near fall. Van Dam not showing any intimidation here.
No, he's not. I'm not saying that he'd be intimidated at all. Look at that. You saw what he did there, what he's capable of, but he's going to have to stay focused and stay on the attack every minute that he can of this match.
Unless you are of the cup-wearing kind, that is not a good place to land. A straddle of the top rope. The Undertaker follows it up with a big boot right to the face.
I always wear a cup. You got yours on tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Never announce without it.
Right.
Never know what might come up.
Huh?
RVD, again getting introduced to those steps. This Booger Red seems to have turned into a bitter legend after 11 years, and there's no doubt that this huge man, that's close to 6'10", 300 pounds, is certainly a legend and has earned that status.
Well, I certainly didn't condone what he did to you, JR. Oh, look at that. I mean, when well, you know what he did.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if he had made you kiss Vince's butt one more time, I was going to come up there and stop and put a stop to it. Oh, I was.
Yeah, too bad that anchor is tied to your backside. RVD catching that kick on The Undertaker, got him rocking on the outside. And RVD now taking The Undertaker to the concrete. Now remember, this is a hardcore championship match. Can't be counted out, can't be disqualified. And pinfalls count anywhere.
Look at this.
And RVD, well,
he flew right into that one.
He flew right into the face of logic, because The Undertaker caught RVD flying in the air. And once you get out there in the midair, there ain't too many places to make a turn.
No, but there's one thing that'll put the brakes on you, and that's that big right hand of The Undertaker.
Van Dam won the WWF Hardcore title at Invasion on July the 22nd.
Where are they going?
And with the exception of about 5 days, has been the Hardcore champion since.
Well, you never know what to expect when you come to a WWF live event.
You buy a ticket to a WWF event, and there's
Wait a minute.
no telling who's going to be sitting next to you, like it or not. Undertaker can't be disqualified. I'll tell you what, this is talking about a hardcore champion, if the Undertaker were to beat RVD, and this is Van Dam. Nice springboard in the moonsault there by Van Dam, looking for the cover on the concrete.
You never know what to expect out of Rob Van Dam. I mean, anytime you're in the match, he's able to come from anywhere with anything.
Great right hand by RVD and the Undertaker. Certainly, if he did not respect Van Dam, I think the Undertaker is certainly respecting Van Dam now. And Van Dam on the rail, right over the concrete. And that railing landed right on Van Dam's face there, you see.
Like a waffle iron. Oh, let's let him up. I don't know if he will or not.
Certainly just want to pin him right there.
I think the Undertaker was actually standing on that railing.
Undertaker is the old dead man walking philosophy of not getting any hurry, not making any unnecessary mistakes, dictating a deliberate, methodical, almost a haunting pace.
Oh yeah, everything the Undertaker does to you means something.
Great right hand, and there's no disqualification.
It all
no
hurts.
count out match, those shots to the kidneys.
It all has a purpose. Oh, like that.
Undertaker having words with the fans here that.
And see, he also does a little color commentary while he's at it. Oh, look out there, stage hand.
Undertaker, that steel chair in hand.
Oh, man.
Van Dam using that fire extinguisher to the eyes of the Undertaker. And Van Dam now going downstairs with a fire extinguisher a couple of times there. A couple of shots to the ribs. And Van Dam following it up with a kick. Van Dam uses those kicks almost like a boxer would use a left hook.
Yeah, they're lethal. Oh.
Trash can time. Right into the head of the Undertaker. And the eyes of the Undertaker a little glassy right now. We've seen those eyes roll back before. Now Van Dam.
Wait a minute, where's he going?
Where in God's name is Van Dam going?
Up the cheap seats. Whoa, no, wait. JR is not going to do this, is he?
How high up is Van Dam?
Is he crazy?
My God.
I know he's crazy, but he ain't going to.
Van Dam, this is suicidal. The crossbody.
Oh.
And it's all over. It's over. No, it's not.
Man.
Van Dam came from that row of seats above the exit.
Whatever they landed on hadn't been cleaned in months. What's the dust fly?
Around that wood and whatever else is laying there.
Take one more look. Let me see that one more. Look at the height.
Like a storage area. Van Dam taking every chance in the book. We said he's going to have to take some chances to survive the Undertaker. The Undertaker now in a bad way here. Remember, nobody's going to be counted out in this match.
Watch it.
Undertaker's head cracking off that steel there. And Van Dam, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with Van Dam's tenacity.
Where are they?
Van Dam and Taker going up those steps. Cameraman trying to follow them.
Whoa.
Behind the Titantron.
Okay, I can tell where they were. I can't actually see them from here.
Van Dam looking to get three. Got another near fall. Referee carrying that belt with him. Those pinfalls do count anywhere. And here they come back out on the stage. Van Dam with a trash can lid.
Whoa!
Nice spinning leg drop. Can that be it? Will that be enough? And the Undertaker got his hand right in the eyes of RVD. Van Dam came off that pinning predicament. And the Undertaker's got to regroup in a hurry.
Well, he's done it. Doesn't take long.
That headbutt knocked Van Dam right on the steel girders of that staging area.
Careful, Undertaker. Throw Rob Van Dam right through one of those screens.
And Van Dam's head just cracked. What a sickening thud. The cranium in that steel work.
Look at the Undertaker. I think he's proud of himself on that one.
And Van Dam, you talk about getting your lights out.
I think that pretty much says it all. It's over.
Turned out.
He did it.
Plug pulled.
Gonna do it again?
What are we doing here? Van Dam may be out of.
Oh, wait a minute. You don't think? Oh,
couldn't be. There's no way.
Got a last ride here on the...
There's no way that can happen on the stage. It cannot happen. Van Dam tried to grab.
Well, look at him.
Grabs.
How do you do that?
Van Dam holding something there that prevented him from being getting the last ride and a thunderous ride.
Well, that would have been a career-ending ride. I can assure you that, but he may have just prolonged the inevitable.
RVD. Oh, they don't have another chair. Oh, Van Dam. That spinning kick right to the solar plexus of the Undertaker and a kick to the back of the head. Van Dam's hardcore title hanging in the balance here as these two men are kicking the hell out of each other up in that staging area. And Van Dam connecting with his rolling thunder. Now looking for the cover. And Undertaker, you saw that quick sudden movement on the right side of his body to get that shoulder up. Van Dam barely able to stand.
He's resilient. I gotta give him that.
Undertaker propped up in a precarious way. And Van Dam with a Van Daminator driving the steel chair right into the face of the Undertaker. And now the cover. Will this be? No, it's not going to be it. Van Dam is throwing everything at the Undertaker with the kitchen sink. And the Undertaker off balance there, ran right into that staging. Wow. And Van Dam tried the Van Daminator again. And the Undertaker with a hard chair shot.
Well, you can sense the frustration on the face of Rob Van Dam. He'd thrown everything at the Undertaker, even including the kitchen sink, and still hadn't been able to get the job done.
That chair bent along the spine of RVD.
That chair.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That chair king lying on that steel staging.
Well,
And Undertaker, it looked like the Undertaker was thinking about a tombstone.
watch yourself.
And again RVD going to the Van Daminator. And again the Undertaker avoided it. Oh my God! Van Dam chokeslammed off the stage, through the tables, to the concrete.
Now what?
Van Dam lying motionless from that chokeslam. And the Undertaker has done it. The Undertaker wins the hardcore title.
This bout, and new World Wrestling Federation hardcore champion, The Undertaker.
Let me tell you, this is scary, JR. The Undertaker, the hardcore champion here in the World Wrestling Federation, that's scary.
How far will these hardcore matches go? You talk about a career-shortening match. The Undertaker, he's the worst for wear. But look at RVD, who was taken from the stage all the way through tables to concrete. Wow. Man, this is some serious carnage.
I think RVD is just now starting to breathe again. Take a look at this and listen.
Ooh, Undertaker could give a damn about RVD, RVD's family, or his career.
Watch this.
It's all about the Undertaker. Man, that is scary. That is a scary piece of business from Booger Red, the Undertaker, who is now the hardcore champion.
That's what's scary.